Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Kat here with a little bit of a condensed general reading for you this week. This reading is for April 26th through May 1st. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. Now, some of you probably have seen the community post that I did on the channel yesterday, Monday, that we did lose our fur baby of 13 years on Sunday evening. We are still grieving that and are really, really thankful for the support for you guys, for, everybody that has really kind of showed up and been very, very kind. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. We're just going to get a few cards here and see. Ooh. All right, Aquarius. So what is coming through here? You have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune coming in right here in the very beginning of the reading, Aquarius. So you have success and progress. You have momentum with that Chariot. You have this foundation that's being built, but it's being built very quickly. So whatever it is that you have been doing, Aquarius, potentially within your mindset, potentially within your beliefs, or letting go of limitations, that is all going to be, or is, coming full circle for you. You have this beautiful, beautiful energy around you, Aquarius, and these are both major arcana. So these are bigger shifts. This is progress. This is success. This is going full circle. So wherever you started, Aquarius, this is really a congratulations that is coming through for you, that you are coming out the other side victorious, and it is happening fairly quickly for you. This is really, really a turning point for you, Aquarius. This is really turning the table on whatever it has. If you've been struggling, if you've been feeling very kind of low, or like there is no momentum or there is no movement, this is the turning of the tide that is coming through. That wheel is turning full circle, and you're going to be feeling some amazing relief. So congratulations, Aquarius, for all the work that you've been putting in, everything that you have been doing to build this momentum. This is something that you have been waiting for, and it is coming in very, very quickly for you. You also have, it's time for you, it's your time to shine, and your assumptions are always bearing fruit. So Aquarius, you are being reminded that you are the star. It is time for you to shine, to come out from the woodwork, to come out from out of the shadows, and really allow yourself to take up space. You have this momentum that you have been building, and it's really time for you to let yourself kind of take off, Aquarius. Have the growth, have, right, because you also have your assumptions that are always bearing fruit. So it's time for you to let yourself kind of skyrocket, have that beautiful growth, bear those fruit through the possibilities, through that momentum that you're creating, through your assumptions. Whatever you assume, Aquarius, generally becomes true for you. What you believe is what is true for you, Aquarius. So if you are assuming that things work out well for you, they tend to. If you are assuming that things are always hard and difficult, life's all about struggle, can't find a man, can't find a job, that tends to be true for you, because we have this the self-fulfilling prophecy. We have bias, confirmation bias, right? So those things that we assume, those beliefs that we hold, those limitations also that we hold, can keep us in the shadows, can keep us playing small, Aquarius. You didn't come here to live your life, to live this life, to play small, Aquarius. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to allow yourself that momentum, and to really kind of skyrocket within that growth, within that fruit that is being cultivated right now. You are in this cultivating process, and it's time for you to begin reaping those rewards. So you do really have this momentum that's being created. You are having a turning of the tide of sorts here, Aquarius, and you're being reminded that, yeah, you are the star, Aquarius. Of course, as the channel is the lucky stars, meaning we are all lucky stars. But within the tarot, Aquarius, you are the star. You are the star. It's really coming through here that a star is born. And that is through that assumptions, through that work that you have been doing, through the turning of the tide, through this kind of victory that is coming through for you during this time, Aquarius. You have this big victory that is coming through, and it's a turning of the tide again. As I said, it's time for you to shine, to let yourself grow, to let yourself come out of the shadows and really, really skyrocket into who it is that you are. Why that skyrocket is coming through, I'm not really sure. But a star is born when you release, and when you allow that momentum to build, you release those limitations, you release those potential painful past things that keep you stuck there, Aquarius. You begin to shine, and when you begin to shine, you also open up that space for those assumptions to begin to bear fruit, right? Switching your assumptions or shifting your assumptions to something that is really bringing in what it is that you want, where it is that you are wanting to be, Aquarius, because you can create that, you can step into that, you can shift at any moment, and your assumptions are that first point. Some people talk about something called a mental diet, and that is really staying focused on what ideas you're having, what beliefs you're holding, where you have limitations, and figuring out why those limitations are there and how they can be shifted. What assumptions are you holding about love, about your life in general, about friendships, about money, about career? What are you saying to yourself? Are you always lucky? Or are you always unlucky? This channel is all about the lucky stars, right? We're all lucky stars, and we can shift our assumptions, our beliefs to really resonate and or reflect that within our life, Aquarius. So that is what is really coming through. A star is born is what is coming through. The turning of the tides is what is coming through. This is a pivotal moment with that wheel as well, Aquarius, where there is big change for you, and you really, really get to step into that victory, Aquarius, where you are really, really, plucking the fruit of that harvest, harvesting what you have been cultivating. So that is really, really gorgeous. And then you're just being reminded also here, Aquarius, that it is time to take action. Many of you, it's coming through, have been taking action, and that's where this beautiful energy is coming from. So you're being reminded as well to continue to take action, Aquarius, because it does take practice, it does take repetition to really, really shift that and to move into that victory state, to really turn those tides, to really have that momentum. We tend to think a lot of times we'll try something once or twice, and then we're like, oh, well, that doesn't really work, so why would I continue to do it? It's because it does take repetition. It does take practice. Habits are not formed generally overnight. Sometimes they can be, but generally not overnight. Our thoughts generally aren't formed overnight. Limitations, beliefs generally aren't. There are uh, instances where they can be, right? Maybe somebody says something, or somebody said something when you were younger and you believed that, Aquarius. But what is coming through here for you is that you have been building that momentum. Continue to practice what you are assuming now, what your beliefs are, who it is you are choosing to be, and stepping into that, Aquarius. Continue to take that action with your thoughts, with your beliefs, with your mindset, with your dialogue towards what it is that you want. And then you're also being reminded that confidence is your key to success, Aquarius. Now, it's time to take action is a new moon in Aries, and confidence is your key to success is a new moon in Leo. So what is coming through here, Aquarius, with that as well, you have that 10, the wheel, which is a 10. This is new. You're beginning this new phase. You're having this new beautiful cycle that is coming in, Aquarius, and this new beautiful cycle is that momentum that you have been building. It is those improved assumptions regarding yourself and or mental diet, excuse me. If you don't know what a mental diet is, check it out on YouTube or Google it. You'll find lots of information on a mental diet. It is really just being truthful, but also building yourself up. We don't need other people to build us up, Aquarius. We can do that within ourselves. And it takes confidence to continue with that repetition, to continue with that momentum, to continue with those positive, uplifting, beneficial assumptions that do bear fruit. It does take confidence for some of us really to step into that limelight and to allow ourselves to shine, to allow for a star to be born, if you will, Aquarius, to allow for that turning tide and not step back into a victim mentality, but to stay within that victory mentality, with that chariot, with that progress, with that momentum, Aquarius. You have this beautiful, beautiful energy that is surrounding you right now. Notice your assumptions. Notice where you are living, if you're living within excuses or if you're using excuses for crutches to stay where you are. Also notice if you have any secondary gain going on, Aquarius. There's times where we stay within a place because it feels easier and we get something in return. That is what secondary gain is. Notice if that is what is going on, because you have this turning of the tide. You're building that momentum. You have a victory right on the other side. You are really coming out of the woodwork, Aquarius, and coming out of the shadows, having that turning of the tide. It is time for you to really, really step into who it is that you are choosing to be, the assumptions that you are holding about yourself, and into that space of victory, because you are victorious. Again, it's coming through, Aquarius. A star is born. That star is you, Aquarius. And however that resonates for you, whether this is moving into a leadership role, moving into a romance, moving into a higher financial position, just in general, with elevating yourself, empowering yourself to know that you are capable and worthy to be and do all that you could think of. Whatever is placed upon your heart, again, Aquarius, is there for a reason, that you can fulfill it. So you have this turning of the tide. You have this space where you are coming out of that shadows, and or those shadows, excuse me, and really allowing yourself to take up space. You are coming out victorious. There is a victory here. You are stepping into that, Aquarius. You are stepping into this whole A Star is Born mindset and bearing that fruit. You are receiving, you are cultivating and reaping that fruit, that reward, Aquarius. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Again, congratulations, Aquarius, for what you have done. This is really, really a pivotal moment for you, a turning of the tides. And do remember that success is key, Aquarius. Success is, or excuse me, confidence is your key to success. That was very strange. Confidence is your key to success. So you have that success, that victory that is right there, Aquarius. Stay within that confident state. Notice your assumptions and really keep moving forward. Take that action. Continue with repetition, with practice. Continue taking that action, and you have that turning of the tide, that full circle or full kind of movement that is coming through, that within, a month, 3 months from now, you may not even recognize yourself, Aquarius. This is gorgeous. Congratulations for everything that you're doing, for everything that you've put in. This is a really, really huge step for you, and I'm super proud of you, and I'm here for it. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the channel, and it does help me, your girl over here, out. I think I might have said some of this before. If I did, just know that I'm still kind of in a fragile state. Anyway, I do, as always, wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.